Welcome back to the Homestead, everybody. And today I've got to do a little bit of snow removal before I can haul all my grain off to get it sold. And that means that the first thing I've got to do is actually be able to get my semi truck out of the shed right here. We went ahead and put everything in here over the winter time. Yep, I think that'll work just fine. I'm gonna let the truck warm up a little bit while I go ahead and finish plowing out the main driveway right here. A little bit of a pile there. I don't need to push it into the house and all of this here. I think I'm just gonna push it into the ditch across the road. Got a call from the grain mill today asking if I had any wheat or barley or sorghum, and I said yeah, we've got a lot. And I said, you know, let me bring the oats too, and they said why not. Now, I'm really hoping that the county has done their job and cleared all the roads. It doesn't look too bad. They're gonna be pretty slick though. All right, so the main roads are clear. What about the side streets? I mean, not looking too bad. Not looking too bad at all. All right, now, did the grain mill clear their drive? No, they didn't. I mean, that still looks pretty deep. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it through there. I'm going to go get the tractor and see if I can't help them clear this out a little bit. I really don't think the semi is going to be able to get over that mound right there, so I went ahead and backed in here. And let's see if we can go ahead and get this thing pushed out a little bit. No, that's a pretty big pile. This is gonna take a while. Well, I got this side over here pretty well taken care of, at least enough that I can get the truck down here. It's not perfect, but maybe I can find some salt in a little bit. And I think that'll work on this side right here. The truck should be able to go right down that road. It's cleared out, and we'll just loop in back over there. Now I gotta clean up this area as well because we're selling some grain right there today. Yeah, the city's not gonna be too happy with me, but at least I'm gonna be able to deliver my crops. Up first is every bit of wheat that I own, and then in the back hopper back here, this is sorghum, and it's everything that I own as well. Y'all, I think it's time to retire. We made over $650,000 on that batch of grain, and I've still got 4 more crops to sell. I've got the last load of crops that I'm gonna sell here. Got a little bit of rye, got a little bit of corn. Barely even looks like I did anything over on my farm. If it wasn't for the mounds, I wouldn't think that I would have actually plowed yet. Now, don't ask me why, but the grain mill asked if I had any corn, so I went ahead and brought over 200,000 liters. What kind of place is this? And the only crop not going to the grain mill is gonna be my rye. I have no idea why they didn't want the rye and they wanted the corn. Y'all, I have got almost $1.5 million. I'm gonna go over here and talk to the owner of the grain mill real quick. Well, the owner here at the grain mill drove a hard bargain, but I was able to make a deal for a little bit under $200,000 that now I am part owner there in that facility. Means that I'm gonna be able to make some money on all the flour that they're gonna produce. And he also told me about another opportunity that I've got up here at another facility for some sugar beets. I'm really hoping these sugar beets aren't too frozen because it's like -3 degrees right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put them all up here into the trailer, and we're gonna take them over to a special place that I now have access to. You know, actually, in hindsight, that may not be the best idea, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the flatbed here. Gonna make loading these things up just a little bit easier. Yep, scratch that idea. Not able to put anything up on here because the truck's stuck. The tires, they're not good winter tires, and as you can see, the snow's getting pretty deep again, so this is probably gonna stay here till springtime. But the good old trusted Superliner here had no problem getting through the snow. We got all of the sugar beets here in the truck. I'm gonna run them up here to this new facility, put them in there, then I don't know, we're gonna like make sugar or something out of this stuff. So that building right there is actually where the sugar beet processing plant is at. I know it's so weird, but that's a factory. And while I was sitting there getting unloaded, I thought, you know what? I've got all this money. I need to go ahead and expand out the farm a little bit more. So I went ahead and made some phone calls. They're finalizing the price for me. I'm gonna get a couple more fields, and I'm probably gonna buy a bunch more cows. So let's go make some phone calls. I went ahead and spent $165,000 on some more cows. Guys, I am absolutely insane. They're going to be delivered here once it gets a little bit nicer out, but I realized that these cows are just about out of food. I'm going to go and bring them over a little bit more TMR. And you might also be wondering what I spent the rest of the money on, because that doesn't add up. And I bought that field and that field. Yep, we worked both of them, so I figure they're close enough here to the house. The soil should be really nice on them. So should be able to be a great way to combine maybe all three of these together into something really big over there. I mean, there is a pond with a little bit of a creek. I gotta be careful of that, but I should be able to at least combine at least two of them together. And now that the roads are a little bit more clear, I'm going to go ahead and run this old cedar back into the shop. I'm going to go ahead and sell it. I've got a really nice setup now, so there's no need to have this anywhere on the farm. They gave me a pretty good deal on that, and it brings us up to just about $500,000. Now, even with buying the new businesses, buying all the cattle, and even buying the brand new fields, we've still got more stuff that we need to get here on the farm to be able to make sure that next year goes a little bit more smoothly during harvest. I've got an eye on a harvester and maybe another truck. I mean, we still got some grain that we got to sell off. Got some other things that I'm going to do here in the spring with some corn. And guys, year 2 here on the farm proved to be very, very profitable. I can't wait for year 3. Well, that's going to be it for today, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like if you would. Make sure to hit subscribe and turn on your notifications to keep up to date on my future videos. While you're waiting on those future videos, go and check out one of these 2 right here. Have a great day, night, evening, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver53 signing off.